Hi, in this video, we'll talk about building an online store so you can start selling more. Let's jump right into it. Here's what we'll be covering. First, we'll talk about why you might feel like opening an online store is a challenge or scary. Then, we'll talk about why opening an online store is so important. Finally, we'll get into a solution that will make it a less challenging and scary project. If you've just started your journey into exploring e-commerce options, you might be feeling intimidated. Here are some things you might be asking and feeling. Where do I start? I'm overwhelmed by the options. I'm worried about order and shipping logistics. Who do I hire to build the store? How do online payments work? Is an online store worth me investing time and money? It takes too long to build an online store. I know in-person sales, but I have no idea how to sell online. I'm not good at technology. How am I supposed to run an online store? All of these concerns are totally fair, and we'll talk about them soon. In the meanwhile, keep in mind, not only is opening an online store easier and faster than you might think, it's also incredibly important. Online stores are so important for many different reasons. Let's talk about some of those reasons now. First off, times are so uncertain. Every week there are new government regulations opening and closing stores. It's almost impossible to know from week to week if your physical storefront will be open to customers. Even once the COVID-19 crisis passes, we'll always be worried about another worldwide pandemic. This is just the new reality we live in. Relying on one path to sales, like having just a physical storefront, has always been a risky business model. Now it's become so clear why it's such a huge risk. But it's not just important to reach your local audience during a worldwide pandemic. It's also crucial because it helps you reach a much larger market than you ever could with your storefront. And that brings us to our second reason why having an online store is so important. You could be missing out on a huge part of the market that might be interested in your product but lives too far to visit your store. Building an online store gives you the ability to reach those people and make them your customers with very little effort. This is something you would never be able to do without an online store. The bottom line is that an online store helps you sell more to more people. An online store not only helps you reach people who live in a different area, it also helps you reach people at different times. A brick and mortar store opens and closes depending on the hour. Online, your store is open 24/7. Anyone, in any time zone, or anyone doing late night shopping can place an order, all while you're in bed. Again, more sales from more people. Now that we've spoken about why having an online store is so important, let's talk about why it's not as scary as you might think. Remember the concerns and questions we brought up at the beginning of this video? Let's talk about them now. One big concern you might be thinking about is, I'm skeptical of investing time and money into building a website. Well, it's definitely a worthwhile investment. It's such a worthwhile investment because you'll be repaid multiple times for the cost of building and maintaining an online store. Your new revenue source will practically pay for itself. What about this concern? I don't know where to start, and I'm overwhelmed by the options. Lots of people get overwhelmed when they start a project like this, but right here is a great place to start. This video is a great first step in evaluating if you want a website, and if so, how to go about creating one. We'll also list some more resources at the end that will help you understand e-commerce, how it works, and how to run an online business. You can also talk to family, friends, and other store owners to see what and who they recommend for building an online store. You might be saying, I prefer in-person selling and I don't know how to sell online. Well, selling online is easy to learn. There are dozens, if not hundreds, of very simple marketing techniques you can use to get visitors to your online store. I'll share a couple of examples. An example of in-person marketing technique is giving each customer that makes a purchase in your brick and mortar store a coupon for their next online purchase. An example of online marketing is creating social media profiles for your store that link to your website. Use them to publicize certain online-only discounts or products so that customers discover and explore your online store. I'm worried about the logistics of taking online orders and shipping. Taking orders is automatic and shipping is straightforward. When a customer places an order online, you get automatically notified of exactly what's in that order and the mailing address for the customer. All you have to do is collect the items, wrap them, box them up, print a mailing sticker, and bring it to the post office. In the beginning, you'll have few enough orders to be able to package and ship them on your own. Once you have an abundance of orders, it might be worthwhile to outsource order fulfillment. There are plenty of companies that help you pack and ship orders. One of the biggest fears you might have is about how you actually make money. Are you thinking, I don't understand how online payments work or how I get paid? Good news, collecting payment is also automatic. It's super simple. Before your site launches, you or your developer will connect your website to a credit card processing system. There are many different types depending on what platform your site is built on. Either way, you'll be able to accept credit card payments. When checking out online, customers simply enter their credit card information, and once they click Submit, the customer's card is automatically charged, and you are credited the order amount into your account. Here are the last few major concerns. It takes too long to build an online store. I don't know how to build it or who to hire, and I don't know enough about technology to run it. We have a seamless solution, so you don't have to worry about finding a vendor or dealing with technology. Try our Express Shop. You'll get a brand new, fully functional e-commerce store built within 7 business days. We took all of the challenges we just went through and came up with one simple and fast solution. You won't have to worry about the technologies or the coding. We do all of the hard work so that you can feel calm and secure. The Express Shop package comes with all of the core features you need to launch and sell online as soon as possible. Let's talk about some of the biggest benefits of building your website as an Express Shop. First, Express Shops are built using Shopify's Impulse theme. It's a very popular theme that's easy to navigate and looks great. Second, we help you upload your products so that customers can see the images and details they need to decide to make a purchase. Third, we connect the website with your social media platforms, marketing platforms, and point-of-sale system. And finally, we even include training sessions so you know exactly how to manage your online store once we're done building it. BOA Ideas has over 10 years of experience building websites of all shapes and sizes. Here are some of our past and recent clients. We've taken away the complicated and confusing parts of building a website so that you can start selling online as soon as possible. Want to talk about how we can get your store online with an Express Shop? Schedule a phone call with us today.